way down, allow your head to just melt into the mat, arms fall by your sides, and the soles of the feet are together so that the knees just splay open. All right, so we just want to take a really gentle hip opener here to begin. We're just going to connect with the breath and connect with the body. Just allow the breath to be natural. You don't want to force anything today. You don't want to overstretch or overwork. You know, a lot of us have that mentality that more is more. It sounds right, but it's not always the case. At least when working with the body, there's a lot of subtleties that are really important to listen to. And take a couple of breaths here and just listen to your body. Listen to what it needs this morning, what it's telling you. Take one breath here. And then pressing into the feet, keeping the legs where they are, we're going to gently lift the hip bones off of the ground. So squeeze the glutes, squeeze the lower back, and then exhale, lower the sit bones back down. Good. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, squeeze and lift. Feeling balanced on the edges of the feet. And exhale, lower down. 1 more. Inhale to lift. And exhale to lower. Good. Draw the knees together. Bring the knees into the chest. Massage out the lower back. And then find some stillness here. And on an inhale, reach the forehead up to the knees. So crouching into a very tiny little ball. Good. And lower down. This time, draw the knees in once more and begin to rock back and forth. We're going to make our way up to a seated position. And coming to sit somewhere in the middle of our mats or perhaps on the long edge, whatever feels comfortable. We're going to take the sole of the right foot to the inside of the left thigh. Okay, so the right knee is falling open and the left leg is straight out in front of you. And then we're just going to take a really passive stretch here by folding over top of the left thigh. Because it's the morning, because the body is probably not warmed up, we're just going to take this really passively. Keep the left toes flexed and just fold over the left thigh however feels good, wherever feels comfortable. Again, not forcing it, certainly not overstretching it. You might feel this in your hamstrings, calves, or maybe even your lower back. Whatever feels good. Just as long as we're feeling it somewhere. And then gently, using your hands, push your body upright. Bring the left sole of the foot to the inside of the right thigh. So switching legs here. Flex the right toes. And then begin to fold over top of the right leg. Maybe this is the first thing you're doing this morning to move. You feel like a bit of a tin man. Maybe you've been up for a while. Maybe you've already worked out. Just listen to whatever your body needs this morning. And push yourself away. Extend both legs long and just give the knees a nice little paddle out for some movement. And then draw the right knee into the chest and cross the right foot over top of the left leg. So we're going to find a spinal twist here. Now you may like to reach around and hook on, hugging that right knee and plant the right fingertips behind you. Or you might like to take the left arm up and place it behind the knee, gazing back over the right shoulder. And then gently release there. Release the right leg. Draw the left knee into the chest, crossing over top of the right leg this time. And then taking the option to either hug that left knee or reach the right arm up and cross it behind. Depending on where you want to feel this the most will dictate how you move this morning. For example, this position I'm in right now is really opening up my lower back and my shoulder blades. And if I hug my knee in, it really squeezes through my glute. So just take whatever you need. And then release. Beautiful. We will cross the legs, coming into a tabletop position. Coming forward onto the wrists. Spread the fingertips wide. And really press into the mat here. We want to actively be participating this morning. And that means that you might see a little bit of white in the fingertips. We don't want to just be dumping our body weight on top of the wrists. We want to really distribute that weight right throughout the hand, right throughout the feet as well. So feel those points of contact, settle in, and then begin to just rock back and forth, coming back and over top of our wrists, introducing some movement here. And then come through center, find that flat back. We'll move through some cat-cows. If you're familiar, you're welcome to flow with your own breath. Or you come with me on an inhale, arch the back, lift the tailbone, and lift the chest as you gaze up. Fill the belly with breath. And then exhale, round the tailbone, rounding the upper back. Draw the lower belly in and press the ground away from you. Inhale to lift. And exhale to round. One more. Inhale, lift the gaze, lift the tailbone, and exhale, round, draw that belly in, and come through tabletop. Beautiful. Now moving to the long edge of the mat. If you have a blanket or something that you'd like to place under your knees, maybe being on the knees doesn't feel so comfortable, feel free to grab that now. And we're going to come to standing on our knees. And we're going to take the left foot wide. So the left toes are facing the long edge of the mat. We're upright, we're stacked over top of the right knee, left leg is long. And we're going to find gate pose. Let's take a big breath in here. And then exhale, slide the left hand down the left leg and reach the right arm up and over. Feeling a nice pull through the right side body. Maybe the lower back on the right side. Breathe here. And then exhale, we're going to reverse this. bringing the right hand to the ground or the right fingertips and reaching the left arm up. Breathing here, taking up as much space on our mat as we can. And then inhale to lift, keeping the legs where they are. We're going to engage the tummy, working our abdominals a little bit. Bring the hands behind the head, gently interlace the fingers. And then we're going to gently crunch down over to the left leg, feeling a pull through the right side. Again, less is more here. So just move to where it feels comfortable, where it feels safe, where you can keep that balance. Good, we'll take 2 more. And last one. Beautiful. Release the hands, plant the fingertips, draw the left knee back to the ground. We'll prepare for the right side. So coming once again to stand on the knees. Send the right leg out and long, right toes face the long edge of the mat. Find your foundation here, feeling stable on these 3 points of contact. And then inhale, slide the right hand down the right thigh, reach the left arm up and over. Gate pose. Breathe into the left side of the body. Feel the ribs open up. Feel the shoulder open up. And then go ahead, plant the left fingertips to the left of you. Reach the right arm up to counter pose. Use the belly strength to push your way back up to center. Draw the hands behind the head, gently interlace the fingers. Inhale to fill the belly, and then exhale, crunch your way over to the right. Not only are we stretching here, but we're also actively moving and finding space each time we move through this range. And we'll find 2 more. Good. And then gently plant the fingertips in front of you. Draw the right knee down and under and come to sit back on the heels. Beautiful. All right, we're going to stay here either on the knees or you're welcome to come back to standing on the knees. I'm going to take a gentle chest opener. So choosing whatever feels good for you. I'm going to come to stand on my knees. I really want to wake up this morning, so as much active participation as I can give my practice, I will. We're going to draw the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers, making one big fist. And then push the tailbone forward. We like to often arch our back. Make sure to tuck that in, squeeze the glutes, and then draw the fists down and away from you, feeling a nice pull through the chest. You might like to lift your gaze. You might like to close down the eyes. It's an extra challenge for those that are balancing on their knees. And imagine that someone is drawing your fists not only to the back of the room, but up. So we're trying to get the arms right behind us. Really pulling them back, feeling that chest open up, feeling the front of the shoulders loosen, wake up. And then gently release the fingers. Come back to tabletop. Take a moment just to find some organic movement here. And then we will find our first down dog of the morning. So tucking the toes, lift the knees an inch or so off of the mat, and then send the tailbone up and back, lifting it high, pressing again into those fingers, down dog. No worries if the heels don't touch the ground. And just let the upper body mount towards the top of the thighs. You want to imagine an upside down V. And go ahead and paddle out the feet, finding some movement here. Bending into one leg, straightening the other. And then find stillness for one breath. Gaze to the top of the mat and walk the feet forward, coming into a forward fold. Now be gentle here on the legs, on the back side of the body. Bend the knees as much as you need. Just allow the upper body to hang heavy. Again, just passively stretching here. Bend the knees a lot. And then inhale, sweep the arms, come up to standing. Hands touch above the head, and then release them down by your side on the exhale. We'll flow through 2 rounds of Surya Namaskar, our sun salutations. These are beautiful for inviting energy into the body, for waking up the body, getting the heart rate up a little bit. If you are familiar with your sun salutations, you're welcome to flow with your own breath as always, or you're welcome to come with me. I'll guide you through. We'll inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, hands come through heart center. Inhale to reach up. And then exhale, hinge from the hips, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale to half lift, find a flat back. Exhale to fold. Inhale, step the left leg back. Option to lower the knee if you like, otherwise we'll keep it lifted. Gaze up, stay high on the fingertips. Exhale, step the right foot back for plank. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, untuck the toes, press back for down dog. Inhale, right leg steps forward. Exhale, left foot steps forward, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, root to rise. Sweep the arms up overhead. And exhale, draw the hands through heart center. That's 1 round on the left side. Inhale as we move to the right. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Plant the hands, step the right foot back. Option to lower the knee, lift the gaze. Exhale, step the left foot back for plank. Lower through chaturanga. Inhale through up dog. Untuck the toes. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, lift foot steps forward. Exhale, right foot steps forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. And inhale, root to rise. Exhale, hands come through heart center. We'll do one more on each side. Inhale, lift the hands. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift foot steps back. Exhale, right foot steps back. Lower through chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right foot steps forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Last one. Inhale, rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, right foot steps back. Exhale, lift foot. Lower through chaturanga. Inhale for up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, lift foot steps forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. And exhale, draw the hands to heart center. Pause here for a moment. Feel the breath. Feel the heart rate. Notice any heat in the body. Become keenly aware of how alert you feel. And release the hands by the sides. Tadasana. And then begin to turn to the long edge of your mat. Coming to stand somewhere in center. We're going to find our goddess pose. So take the feet wider than hips, width, distance apart. And then begin to sink down into a squat. So we're coming parallel with the ground. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And exhale, come through goddess pose. Good. We'll sweep through, flowing like this for a few rounds. Exhale, lower down, finding movement. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower down. Good. One more. Inhale, rise. And exhale, lower. Take the hands to the knees. And then we'll take some gentle twists. So dropping a shoulder as we gaze over the opposite one. Coming through center. And then dropping the other shoulder. Take note of how the back's feeling, how the legs are feeling. And then coming through center, take the fingertips to the mat and begin to straighten the legs for a wide-legged forward fold. You're welcome to stay up on the fingertips. Just allow the head to hang heavy. Release any tension in the back of the neck. So wherever you are, shake your head yes and no. This releases any tension that you're holding on to. And keeping the fingers where they are for stability, We're going to move through some ninja lunges. Lower down to the left, straightening the right inner thigh, bending the left knee. And using those hands for balance. And then press yourself over to the other side. No worries if the hips come up. All right, we'll just move from side to side here. You might like to flex the toes of the straightened leg. You might like to keep that foot firmly planted. Just whatever feels good. Moving here side to side. My knees often make a little bit of noise here in the morning, so if that's happening to you, just know that's totally normal. Your body will make a bit of noise. Beautiful, and then press through center, straighten the back of the legs, finding a wide-legged forward fold once more. Then begin to engage the lower belly, half lift, bring the hands to the hips, and then using your core strength, rise all the way up to standing. Draw the feet in together and then come to standing at the top of your mat. You're going to find a little bit of balance here. So look down at the feet, spread the toes just like you would your hands when we're in down dog. And then begin to ground into that right foot. Bring the hands to the hips. If you have a chair or a wall nearby and that makes you feel safer, please feel free to use that, or maybe your blocks. And then gently distribute the weight all onto the right foot, lifting the left leg up, drawing the knee as high as we can, actively pulling it towards the chest. And if you feel comfortable, begin to lift the arms overhead. We'll make our way into Warrior 3. Hinging from the hips, begin to tilt forward as the left leg presses back and the arms reach to the front of the room. Flex the toes towards the ground. And then gently plant the fingertips, step the left foot back, lower the left knee down, finding a low lunge, and then begin to press into the right knee. Really feeling into the left hip flexor here. And then frame the right foot, tuck the left toes, step the left foot forward for a forward fold. And then inhale, rise all the way back up to standing. This time, plant the weight into your left foot. Gently reach the right foot up, drawing the right knee into the chest as high as you can. Option to lift the arms. And then begin to tilt the weight forward, finding Warrior 3 on the other side. Reach the fingertips forward. Press the right toes towards the ground. Good, breathing and balancing. And then plant the fingertips. Take a giant step back with the right foot. Lower the right knee down. Untuck the toes. Low lunge. Feeling into the right hip flexor here. Frame the left foot and then step the left knee back to meet the right. Finding tabletop just for a moment. And then gently crossing the legs over, finding a comfortable seated position. However feels good. Allow the hands to rest on the knees. Find a tall spine. We'll take a gentle twist over to the left, drawing the right hand to the left knee, left fingertips come behind, and gaze over the left shoulder. Gently release. Take the left hand to the right knee, plant the right hand behind you, and gaze back over the right shoulder. Gently release the hands. Allow the hands to either rest in the lap or on the knees. And to close our practice, we'll find 5 grounding breaths here. In and out through the nose. Extend the inhale and make the exhale shorter as we invite more energy in to start our day. Relax the jaw, relax the eyes. And bring the hands to heart center, thumbs touch one another. Just mentally thank yourself for taking the time today to move your body, listen to it, and start your day on a really, really positive note. Thank you all for joining me this morning. Namaste.